A growing number of older American men, particularly those between 55 and 75, are choosing to remain unmarried. Several reasons contribute to this trend. These men's views on relationships and companionship often change as they get older. Their past experiences, emotional hurts, health worries, and changing life goals all play a role in their decision to stay single. One key factor is the difficulty these men face in understanding modern American women. The dating world today is very different from what they experienced when they were younger. Women in their age group are now often more self-reliant, confident, and outspoken. While these qualities are positive, they can be daunting for men raised in a time with more traditional gender roles. Men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s may feel mismatched with women who are more open about their thoughts and desires. These women have often spent years building careers, raising children, and managing their own lives. For men unaccustomed to such assertiveness, these interactions can be overwhelming or even seem like arguments, causing them to avoid dating entirely. Furthermore, many older men say they simply don't want the stress or potential emotional burden of dealing with complicated personalities. After years of working and building their lives, they desire peace and a simple life. They have little tolerance for the challenges of relationships that involve navigating different viewpoints or personalities, especially given the direct communication style of many women today. For these men, the idea of emotionally intense interactions is tiring, leading them to prefer the quieter, more predictable life of being alone. Many older men find happiness in being alone. They see it not as avoiding relationships, but as enjoying the peace and ease that comes with solitude. After working, raising families, and dealing with life's ups and downs, they are happy being on their own. They like the freedom of doing what they want, like watching their favorite shows or going to bed early, without having to think about someone else's needs. Pets, especially dogs, often give them the company they need, offering love and comfort without the complexities of a human relationship. The simple life appeals to men who have already experienced the good and bad of relationships and now want a calmer, more predictable life. For these men, being single isn't about being lonely or resentful, but about feeling peaceful and happy. They've made lives they enjoy and don't want to change them. Finding dates can be hard for men in small towns or the countryside. There may simply be fewer women available. These places often lack social events or places where older men can meet potential partners. Unlike cities with lots of activities, clubs, and dating options, rural areas can leave men feeling isolated, with fewer chances to connect with women who share their interests and values. Also, the women who are available might not be what these men are looking for. Older men might be interested in women outside their local area or social group, but those women might not be interested in them because of age, lifestyle differences, or other reasons. This mismatch in what people are looking for can discourage men from looking for relationships, making them think staying single is easier and more realistic. Finally, financial independence allows men to prioritize their own needs and desires, making singlehood a viable and attractive option. The provided text cuts off here, so this section is incomplete. For many older men, especially those aged 55 to 75, having a steady and secure financial situation plays a big role in why they choose to stay single. After years of saving money and bouncing back from tough times like divorce or planning for retirement, the idea of putting their hard-earned security at risk can be scary. Many have gone through divorces that cost them money, like losing their homes, parts of their retirement funds, or having to make regular payments to their ex-wives. These men, having rebuilt their finances, are often hesitant to get into a situation where their money could be in danger again. They also worry about taking on a partner's debts, like credit card bills, loans, or medical costs, which could mess up their financial safety. Being financially independent also gives these men the freedom to do what they want with their money, whether it's enjoying hobbies, traveling, or making sure their children inherit something. Relationships, on the other hand, can come with the expectation of sharing financial responsibilities, which some men see as a weight they don't want to carry anymore. Basically, financial stability gives older men control over their lives and a feeling of safety. For many, the peace of mind from managing their own money without the risks and difficulties of a relationship is more important than the possible emotional benefits of having a partner. These potential money disagreements can make staying single seem better, because it lets them avoid the stress and emotional problems that often come with combining families. The text also mentions emotional wounds, but doesn't explain them further. After a long time without dating, many older men feel unsure about how to date today. The self-assurance they had when they were younger is often gone, and they might doubt themselves a lot. Talking to people, especially women, can feel strange and uncomfortable because they haven't done it much lately. The worry about being turned down or doing something embarrassing can stop them from even trying to date. They might feel lost about what's normal in dating these days, not knowing how to talk to someone they like or have a good romantic conversation. This lack of confidence is made worse by worrying about people judging their age, how they look, or how they live. This anxiety about dating and talking to people isn't just about romance. Lots of older men also have trouble just being social, feeling like they don't connect with others or don't know how to have good talks. The longer this goes on, the harder it gets. If you don't date regularly, it gets harder to start dating again, which can lead to loneliness that's tough to escape. Getting older affects relationships in several ways, especially concerning health. As men get older, their health naturally gets worse, and this can strongly impact their want and ability to be in romantic relationships. Many men in their 60s and 70s have long-term health problems like diabetes, heart issues, or trouble moving around. These problems don't just affect their bodies, but also how they feel about themselves and their confidence. Men with health problems might feel they aren't attractive or able to be in a relationship, especially if they think they'll be a problem for their partner. Besides physical health, many older men also have a lower sex drive. While some men still find sex important, for many in this age group, it's just not as important anymore. This change can happen because of hormone shifts, medicine side effects, or just getting older. When the desire for physical closeness isn't as strong, it can further impact relationships. Many men lose interest in romantic relationships as they get older, finding satisfaction in friendships or pets, which offer companionship without the demands of romance. Some men, especially those with health problems, feel overwhelmed by the idea of a relationship. They prefer to concentrate on their health and freedom, avoiding the added stress of a partner. Family situations can also be a deterrent. For older men, especially those in their late 50s to 70s, dating often involves dealing with their partner's children. Many women in this age group have older kids or teens, and fitting into a family with grown children can be tough. These children, particularly if they live at home, might dislike their mother dating, seeing the new person as an intruder who could disrupt their family life. The possibility of conflict with stepchildren makes relationships even more complicated. For men already hesitant about a new relationship, dealing with unwelcoming children can be a major turnoff. They might feel uncomfortable in their partner's house, causing tension. Also, these children might have their own money, troubles, or emotional baggage, adding further strain. Further complicate the relationship, men who have already raised their own children or who are not interested in taking on the responsibilities of a stepfather may find the dynamics overwhelming the desire to avoid 8 painful past relationships. The lingering impact of divorce is often a significant turning point for men, especially when it occurs later in life. Many older men who have gone through painful divorces carry emotional and financial scars that deeply affect their outlook on future relationships. These divorces often come with severe financial consequences, such as losing a house, paying alimony, or watching a pension dwindle for men who have worked hard to build their financial security. These losses can feel like a betrayal of trust and stability. The emotional toll of losing a long-term partner, combined with the financial burden, can leave men wary of re-entering the dating scene. Divorce isn't just about losing a partner. It's often about losing a sense of identity, especially for men who defined much of their self-worth through their roles as husbands and providers after such a traumatic event. The idea of risking another emotional or financial loss can be too daunting, leading many to conclude that they are better off alone. 9. Considering the future, the potential loneliness of old age. While many men are content with their single lives, there is also the reality of aging to consider. As they grow older, the possibility of facing health challenges or mobility issues becomes more likely. Men who are currently self-sufficient may find themselves needing help in the future, whether that's with daily tasks, managing medications, or simply having someone to share their life. With the prospect of being completely alone in old age can be daunting, even for those who are currently content with their solitude. While they may not feel the need for a romantic relationship now, the thought of facing the later stages of life without a partner can lead some men to reconsider their stance on relationships. The companionship and support that a partner provides can become increasingly important as physical and emotional needs change with age for some men. This realization comes too late, leaving them isolated and without the social or emotional connections they once took for granted. It's a difficult balance, maintaining the independence and peace that comes with being single while also acknowledging the potential need for companionship and support in the future. In conclusion, the reasons why older men in the United States are choosing to stay single are varied and complex, from the emotional scars of past relationships to the practical realities of health and aging. These men are making choices that reflect their experiences and priorities. While many find peace and contentment and solitude, others may eventually reconsider their stance as they confront the challenges of aging alone. Each man's journey is unique, but the common thread is the desire for simplicity, independence, and control over their own lives. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment 1. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your